Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim who are tuning into these videos. And so I'm going to read this in Acts 10, where it speaks about what we are commanded to do, especially in these times where we're seeing that Yahawashi's return is imminent as we're measuring the times diligently. And one of the things that he emphasized to Peter was to feed his sheep, to tend to his flock, to keep the vibration of the gospel, of what his testimony is, of what he's going to bring to the nation, starting with the elect. And so I'm going to start it here in Acts 10, verse 39. And we are witnessed to all things which he did, both in the land of the Jews and in Jerusalem, whom they slew and hanged on a tree. Him the Most High Yahweh raised up the third day, and showed him openly, not to all the people, but unto witnesses chosen before the Most High, even to us, who did eat and drink with him after he rose from the dead. And he commanded us to preach unto the people, and to testify that it is he which was ordained of the Most High Yahweh to be the judge of quick and dead. And that's Yahawashi's hierarchy, that he is the priest, basically, that we're supposed to go to him. And then continuing on, verse 43, to him give all the prophets witness that through his name whosoever believeth in him shall receive remission of sins. And so what I wanted to emphasize in this video is that Yahawashi gave this commandment. He emphasizes 3 times to Peter to feed his sheep, and commanded us to preach this word, so that this vibration, this testimony is still alive, especially in these last days. And this is an act of being a herald. We're heralding in Yahawashi. And when we're doing that on the highways and hedges, we're calling for the elect, bidding them for the marriage. And I'm going to read this here in Luke 17, and I'm going to I'll start at verse 26, because when we're out there on the highways and hedges, we're separating ourselves from those who do not want this doctrine to be pushed, this vibration of Yahawashi to be pushed. We're looking for like-minded individuals. And you got a lot of these festivities about to happen, which I believe it's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow, Valentine's Day, and then Mardi Gras over there in New Orleans. All these festivals, this place is given into party and filthy lucre's sake. They don't understand that these are the last days, and that it's going to get real bad out here. And the only thing that's going to take care of you, and this is only really to the elect, is the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, that testimony. Because if we believe in his name, Yahawashi, then we have the key, basically, to enter into that secret place, because it's through him that we are made clean. He's the mediator, and we're baptized, we're made clean, because he's the priest. He's doing that duty to make us basically whole again, so that we're able to fellowship with the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. And we believe on his name because we know and understand that the message that was spoken about 2,000 plus years ago is about to take place. Jacob's trouble and all the things that the scriptures are speaking about. We're measuring the times diligently so that we know in itself, what times we're in. And Yahawashi's return is very imminent. And so I'm going to read this here in Luke 17, and I'm going to start at verse 26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And so we're seeing that same situation. We're in the same boat as Noah, basically. That Noah was prophesying for 100 years and no one believed him. And we're seeing that same sentiment play out again. And the people in this world, they're given into marriage. They're looking forward to this wicked society to continue, just so they can have another Super Bowl, another party or whatever. And if you look at the whole calendar of America, it's just nothing but parties and marriages. But us in this ministry, we're being separate from that. We are called to something greater, to give off our lives on this side so that we can gain life eternal in the kingdom to come. And so that's one of the messages that we preach about being separate from this world. Though we're dead to this world, we live through YAHAWASHI. So I'm going to read from verse 27 again. It says, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And that flood was a death of water, but the second death is going to be through fire. And we can see it all play out, measuring the times diligently when we're watching the news. Because not only are we commanded to tell you these things to happen, we're commanded to watch for these things. And continuing on, verse 28 says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. And that's the message that we're speaking. That's the message that we're bringing. That's the message that we were told, and now we're just reiterating it to you. My sheep will hear this voice, and that's YAHAWASHI's flock, because they're gonna sing or they're gonna hear this song that we're piping into them, and they're going to come to this song and then join it. So I'm gonna read this in 2 Peter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, actually, I'll start at verse 6. So it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that are after should live ungodly. And you don't have to hear it from me. You could experience it yourself, see it for yourself, that this society is basically Sodom and Egypt coming back in the spirit, in that vibration that it's pushing. And the people just love it. They want this society to continue. The last thing that they want is this party to be canceled. And like how Sodom went out, they don't want this place to go out the same way. That's something that they try to brush off out of their mind whenever it's brought up in conversation. That's why they don't want us to speak these things, because this is YAHAWASHI returning to destroy this ecosystem that Esau Edom has established. So we're supposed to be separate from these people. And that's basically separating the sheep from the goats. But I'm going to read from verse 6 again. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. And the example was, it happened in the times of Noah, the times of Lot, and we're seeing it happening in real time right now. And in verse 7 it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And us in this ministry, we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We're seeing our day-to-day lives, and we're groaning and yearning for YAHAWASHI's return. And that's what's supposed to motivate you to be a herald in this ministry, so that you have your eyes single and you're looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of YAHAWASHI. We're not like these other people who, when YAHAWASHI returns, it's going to be like a thief in the night. We're ready. We got all our bags ready so that we could leave this wicked society and embrace the new world to come. And so I'm also going to read this in Isaiah 55 and 6. All right, so this is Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Because these are the times where, as we're commanded to do, to be a messenger, to tell you to come to the Lord now while he may be found. This is that grace period. And in verse 7 it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power for he will abundantly pardon. Because if you believe in YAHAWASHI, then I'll read that again in Acts 10. And this is Acts 10 and 43. To him give all prophets witness, and that through his name whosoever believeth in him remission of sins. So that's what we're looking for. We're seeking after the sure mercies of David. And the last precept I want to read is in Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming. So this is basically a warning. This is not a spirit that you should be in. You should be in the spirit of looking forward and hasting for the return of the master. Because right now we're supposed to be working. And when he comes, he wants to see you working. And verse 49 says, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So this is basically to emphasize what your role is in his ministry, to be a herald for YAHAWASHI and bid them to the marriage. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Rachakodash. Shalom, Akim.